All right, good evening, everyone, to the Monday, February 10th, 2025 City of Farmington Planning Commission. Can we have a roll call, please?
Crutcher.
Here.
Gray.
Here.
Cometzo.
Here.
Majoris.
Here.
Manti. Perot.
Here.
Westendorf.
Here.
All right, thank you very much. The next item is for the January 13th, 2025 minutes. Do we have any comments, questions concerning those minutes from the consent agenda? Nope. All right, seeing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve consent agenda minutes from previous meeting.
Support.
Motion made and supported. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. Item number 3, approval of tonight's agenda. Do we have any comments, questions, concerns concerning tonight's agenda? It's kind of a light one tonight, but seeing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve of regular agenda.
Support.
Motion made and supported. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. Item number 4, unfinished business. Discussion of the 2026-2031 Capital Improvement Program and a request to schedule a public hearing. Mr. Weber.
Sure. So what we're looking for today is for the Planning Commission to set a public hearing for Monday, March 10th at 7 p.m. so that the public can come and weigh in on the capital improvement program. The capital improvement program draft is available on the website as well as at City Hall if someone would like to come pick it up. But before we talk about a motion, I just wanted to give an overview of the capital improvement program.
Please.
For the Planning Commission. So as you know, this has been in the works for the last couple of months. It's a joint project. There's a capital improvement program steering committee that meets that's comprised of a variety of different individuals throughout the city. They go through all of the city's different plans and pull out the pieces of that that would need to be funded through capital dollars. And then the administrative members of government also weigh in on what their needs are. So all this information gets compiled and put into the report that we have as a draft here today. So that's up on the screen on the television. I'll just go through a few pages, just a very high level overview of what is currently in the draft. So the first page, the cover page, typically we like to display a project that's of particular significance to the city. This is the Art Promenade Park and Hillside Towns development. So on the left, you have the conceptual park that would run from Grand River Avenue to Thomas Street. It is where the 2 homes were taken down, and it will be a linear park that will feature different art installations and allow access back toward Shiawassee Park. So that development will be a Downtown Development Authority project, and they're in the design phases of that right now. After you cross Thomas Street, you'll be in the Hillside Towns development, but the Hillside Towns development accommodates this pathway that will connect up to the Art Promenade, take you through the development, at which point you'll take a right at the back of the development and head toward the staircase and then down to Shiawassee Park. So it's a big project. It's currently underway, and that's why we chose it for the cover of the report. As you can see, this capital improvement program is for the fiscal years 2026 through 2031. So it's a 6-year period of proposed capital improvements. Scrolling back a couple of pages, you have a page that lists all the members of the steering committee on the right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people that make up the committee, and then the list of all the planning commission members. Scrolling a few pages back from there, there's an introduction of what a capital improvement program is for those people that may not know, and then there's an executive summary. So there's a bunch of things on this page. On the right, there's a quick view. You can see that there's a total of 120 projects that are proposed in this capital improvement program for a total of $59,302,854. Obviously, that's more dollars than the city can afford, but it is a list of all of the things that people are talking about, so we have that all in one place. And then it shows the amount of dollars by year for the program. On the left, you have a pie chart. The pie chart shows the different categories of capital projects that we have. I won't go through all the different categories, but the two largest categories in this year's plan are water and sewer system, totaling in $16,689,000, and vehicles and equipment, which totals $17,326,000. The next page is a continuation of the executive summary. It shows, it kind of links last year's plan with this year's plan. So on the left, the previous year's plan had a total project cost of $57,555,571. This year's plan adds another $11,968,000 of projects. It recognizes the completion of $9,391,000 of projects. And then there's some changes to project estimates. There's an increase in project estimates of $823,000 and a decrease in project estimates of $1,652,000. And that's how you get to the current year program, which is $59,302,000. Below this graphic, there is a list of significant projects that were added. So there's 10 of them that we're highlighting, the 10 largest. The first one is $472,000 for fitness courts for Shiawassee and Flanders Park. The next one, $199,000 for improvements to Riley Park and the Sunquist Pavilion. $200,000 for sidewalks added to the south side of Thomas Street and the west side of School Street. $300,000 is contemplated for Thomas Street running from Warner to Farmington Road, so farther past the Hillside Towns development. Another $120,000 for streetscape brick paver repairs over a 6-year period. $480,000 for various DPW equipment. The largest item that was added by far this year, $8 million for sewer lining. Our city, most of our sewer system was built 70 years ago, and it's getting to the point where that's going to need to be replaced. Really lined, not replaced. $650,000 was added for water main along Gill Road. Gill Road has been targeted for road repairs, and when we do the road repairs, we want to make sure we address the infrastructure underneath. $250,000 for sewer pumps at our pump stations, and $1 million for a significant generator that operates at our sewer pump stations. The next box lists projects that have been completed over the course of the year, and this maybe is a little bit misleading. So this would be projects that are either completed or will be completed by June 30th of 2025. So they might be in process now. So there are a lot of projects that were completed. The Maxfield Training Center demolition and cleanup of the site, that was completed. Improvements to the property there, stormwater, church parking lot, the burying of low voltage lines, that should all be completed by June 30th. Thomas and School Street, those roads should be repaved in the spring, so that should be completed. There's about $500,000 of Warner Mansion improvements, which should take place. The Masonic Lodge Plaza, as you can see, that's almost finished now as well. There was a sidewalk project that took place in the fall to repair sidewalks. Our public safety is getting their new fire truck. It has been built down, I believe, in Florida, and will be delivered to us over the next month or two. And then there's a couple of pieces of DPW vehicles and equipment that were purchased. So that's the overview of the projects. The next couple of pages after that would just list significant plans that this capital improvement program was based on, and where you can find those on the city's website. These are all linked up if you want to go find those particular plans. And then there's a series of pages that would go category by category, taking a look at each of the categories, how much money is contemplated for that, and maybe highlighting a specific large project related to that. So that would go on for several pages, a couple pages for each category in the capital improvement plan. And then finally, at the back of the report is an Excel spreadsheet of all the projects listed out and their dollar value and when they fall. So any questions related to that plan?
Any questions for staff?
No question, just, the process has always been very thorough. All feedback that I've provided historically is always represented. We talk a lot about trusting the subject matter experts, right? They know the business of the city better than,
Opinion, correct.
right? We do. Things that have the ability to have grants associated with them to help us get co-funding, type of arrangements that will do this. We've talked about a focus on infrastructure and, public safety and the fundamental services that we enjoy as a community. Not that recreation and those things aren't important, right? But just, you can see with the two biggest parts of the pie chart, right? We're basically infrastructure related and core essential services. And a few other things. And I just think that it's a good process. I mean, it's 55 million, you could make it 100 and some million, right? If you really talked about it, right? So it's got that right balance of being somewhat aspirational and a guide and focused and prioritized without being completely, outrageous. And I think we've got a good thing going. So, you could always wish for more sidewalks and, more drains to be lined and what have you, but you have to prioritize somehow. And I think that the people that do this and live it every day, I think, do a nice job of that.
Well, and we walk such a difficult road too, being essentially completely built out. We have such a small footprint that the city is, so unless we have plans to build, skyscrapers and fill them full of residences,
We got what we got.
we got to work with, the hand that's dealt, so.
Yeah, and look, we deal with what a lot of, cities
Oh, yeah.
are dealing with, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
aging infrastructure and, all those sorts of things are very real concerns. And, we're a great community. The things that have been done that, we've all witnessed and been a teeny tiny part of is what makes this city so great, right? You gotta keep it going, so.
Yep. We appreciate you representing us too and being our voice, so can't go unsaid, so. Any comments or questions for staff concerning his presentation? All right, seeing none, do we have a motion for the public hearing?
I'd like to make a motion that we add to the agenda for the March 10th, 2025 City of Farmington, Michigan Planning Commission meeting, presentation and overview of the capital improvement plans for fiscal years 26 to 31.
Can I amend that? Does it need to be that it's the public hearing?
Oh, I'm sorry. Please, so amended.
And then support.
All right, motion made and supported, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you. Excuse me. All right, seeing that we have no new business on the agenda, we can jump to item number 6, the update on current developments and projects around town. Mr. Weber?
Very exciting. Hillside Towns poured their first foundation this past
Saw that.
week, so. Posted on the city's Facebook page, but they're making progress.
Pretty cool. Long time coming.
Pouring foundations in January.
Yeah.
Good times.
Progress never stops.
That's right.
Can you, how about a quick on the VFW property? I think that's down Grand River, south side.
Survey Construction, I think.
Yeah, because that got, is that, that got all demoed and is that, I'm assuming that maybe a springtime construction perhaps underway?
That's the plan. They're working with Jeff Bodell, our building official right now, on final plans. Any other questions?
else for staff? All right, seeing none. And item number 7, seeing that we have no public to comment, do we have any comments from commissioners?
No.
All right. Looks like it's going to be a short one tonight, gang. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn?
Motion made and supported. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
16.